Me and Mama Jealous to the DJ Best the Hot Seats. Today we get another special guest, somebody we I believe is a very popular person in Sierra Leone. We want him up for be president, a legal person, a politician. I don't waste no time. Yes, so say hi to viewers and listeners out there.
Good evening, listeners. Good evening, viewers.
You know, someone know that.
Me na Ady Macauley, legal practitioner and also a politician. We na the All People's Congress, me na a member of.
Okay. So, I don't know, I will call you. We just give listeners a little bit background about yourself. Who you born and you know what I talk about.
So, basically, I am a Sierra Leonean, a patriotic one for that matter.
Okay.
And I'm born in Freetown. I grew up a little bit in Abo. When I was 6 months, I was taken to Bo. Attend St. Francis School in Abo, and we live in Joe Road, just by the market, Roman market. I did a, when I go class 4, I relocate to Freetown.
Okay.
And attended the St. Edward's Primary School. Go to the Prince of Wales Secondary School. Attended university in the UK, University of London.
Okay.
Go law school in the UK, Inns of Court School of Law in 2002. And I got called to the bar in the UK, came back to Salone, enter law school back in Sierra Leone in 2003, get called to the bar in Sierra Leone in 2004.
Okay.
I don't be a private legal practitioner for a number of years. Then I think say it is necessary that I give back to me country and society. So I start for work at the Anti-Corruption Commission as a prosecutor. At some point, former President Koma appointed me head of the Anti-Corruption Commission, a position where I hold only for 2 years.
Okay.
So I am Furabe Timini.
All right.
I speak very fluent Timni. Mi momi komot na Masimra.
Okay.
Putloko district, specifically Petfuka Lunko. And I don't live in Abo. I don't live in Freetown. And I did hear a little bit of Mende as well. So
right.
you know go sell me, you know go bargain for sell me per Mende. I not pick up saying I sell you one for sell me.
Okay.
So I am an all-around Sierra Leonean, you know, me mama day.
You know a lawyer by profession?
Yes.
Okay, you be the plan for going to politics, or you be the plan the legal job, or now maybe people are want to do the legal stuff?
Well, I never had the intention of coming into politics.
Okay.
For me, service to country comes first. It can be in politics, it can be in the public service.
Okay.
But after 2018, it became very apparent that you no need for be a politician for let politics affect your life. And also you no need for be a politician for make you able for contribute to how your country they be shaped up.
Okay.
The future of the country and the direction of the country. So I realize say, if you want to see your country develop and changes take place, you have to be part of that change. You have to be part of that development. So this is
true
how
politics, because you can still do development, you know, go into politics. So what you believe in true politics?
So let me give you this. Political leadership, now in they shape the direction of any country.
Okay.
I was the head of the Anti-Corruption Commission. I was a prosecutor as well. And I get the professional dedication and buy-in in the fight against corruption.
Okay.
But you need two things. You need the political will, you need the professional will. I have the professional will. So if I become a politician, I'll be very much successful in fighting corruption because it's a combination of the political will and it's a combination of the professional will as well.
All right. When I think about African politics, then it's not a nasty, you know, so like other people who play in civilized way. You know, think about Andy, the African politics and other politics where maybe the politician they know saying for serve the people and maybe some Africans see a way for enrich themselves.
Well, first of all, I don't know if you talk about, you know, the process where you go through for enter into politics or where you don't take up political office, but no sign of the way politics clean. It's always dirty. I mean, when you follow the United States of America, then politics has been very nasty, more so in the recent past, where you get people where they throw insults, but that should not deter you or discourage you from getting involved.
Okay.
You get a very thick skin. Your tolerance level get for be very much high up there for be able to survive in the political realm, and that is what I have successfully done.
Okay.
But come to speak of it, politics for me, leadership for me, is about service to people.
All right.
Leadership for me is about empathy. Leadership for me is about strategic thinking. So me coming into politics for Lead Me Party, and to a very large extent for become the president of Sierra Leone in 2028, for me, it's not about coming to enrich myself.
Okay.
It's about serving the people, something I don't do for the past 20 years.
Okay.
Serving the people, whether I'm in private practice or I'm in public service, I've been serving the people.
You think so you get what you take for be president of Salon?
Oh, certainly I get quite a lot of which you need for be president now, any country and moving up.
Not a lot.
Firstly, like I say, you get for be a leader.
Okay.
And a leader now somebody we now a servant. Now somebody we get empathy, now somebody we get strategic thinking.
All right.
And in my career as a lawyer, I have been of service to quite a lot of people. I have provided pro bono services to Sierra Leoneans, whether in political parties or outside of political parties. And I've also dedicated my life to public service.
Okay.
I was 2 times Secretary General of the Sierra Leone Bar Association, and I was PRO of the Sierra Leone Bar Association. In fact, now during my tenure as Secretary General of the Sierra Leone Bar Association, that we get the pilot legal aid scheme, where the government can transform into the national legal aid scheme. So if you see a legal aid scheme now through some of we own effort at the bar, we will feel say impunity, that is poverty, for stop people from getting justice.
Okay.
So what we do was, as an organization, the Bar Association, we approach UNDP at the time and put in a proposal where UNDP look attractive and commits for fund we for provide free legal services to people that way otherwise not will get representation because they not get money for pay lawyers. So I don't serve yonder. So that is about service to country.
Okay.
And in addition to that, this studio where I sit also, in the past 8 years, I have been here on several occasions talking about public issues, demanding good governance, rule of law, development for we country, to a point where this very spot where I sit on, I talk about how Sierra Leoneans them get right for engaging peaceful protest and voice out their concerns. Express themselves and voice out their concerns.
Arrest you after that?
I was arrested, so that is all the price I pay for being of service to the people, and I have no regret about that.
Okay. All right, let's go back a little bit. Now, I believe so we talk about Ady Macauley, few issues will come, the Commission of Inquiry, you being one-time anti-corruption boss. No, go back your days as anti-corruption boss, and sometimes maybe you would see on social media, well, sometimes you don't see because I believe you must get people who would tell you whatever, that's at some point where you stand out for people and we allegedly being corrupt. A lot of people say, for stand for them people. I know if you're there, then that you just stand for people that we corrupt. I know say, well, as a legal person, you get the right for travel defend somebody or what. But I'll go back to you days at ACC. When are the landmarks that you think he left? And maybe look now and within Ben Kelfala don't do. You think some of the things in the way we don't lay or new things in the way Ben bring? Let's go back to your days now, ACC.
Okay, so I will start in my days as a prosecutor.
Okay.
I had almost 100% conviction rate. Me, now the first prosecutor we successfully prosecute unexplained wealth na Sierra Leone. So I get that record.
Unexplained wealth, what do you mean?
So basically, when you na a public person servant, you
get more than waiting, people they expect.
Well, you get some amount of money, properties, and other assets, they ask you, say, can I explain them how you get this?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't look at your lifestyle where you live. We don't look at the assets the way you get. And we don't look at the money where you receive as salary.
Not commensurate.
Not commensurate.
Okay.
Can I explain how you get this? And I have been at the first prosecutor.
Who did that be the people at that time?
It was Solomon Carter. You remember the NRA case?
Yeah.
Where, we began people the way they siphon government money, where they campaign taxes. It was ADAX. We basically ADAX, they pay the taxes at the end of the month.
All right.
If they bring in 700 million, now 700,000 go then at the cash book, the daily cash book.
110.
Yes,
Okay.
so basically, I successfully prosecute that case there, and I get other landmark cases.
All right.
Where I don't want for going to.
Okay.
We are successfully prosecute as well. And also, you get what you call deceiving the principal. Me and the first prosecutor, we prosecute that case then successfully. It was a gentleman called Assassin.
Okay.
It's Mohammed Bangura also, I can see him around. We basically do a 419 against some British investor where we come in and now strategic thinking and innovation. Say, how do I deal with this particular issue where this person is a public servant?
Okay.
Spend quite a lot of time looking at the laws and realize, say, we get an unexplained, we get deceiving the principal section under 40 and 41 where we can successfully use for go after people and way, not to public servant them, but, they engage in corrupt practices where they hinder investment in the country.
Okay.
So I successfully prosecute the one day as a prosecutor. When I came in as commissioner, my slogan was, there was nothing petty about petty corruption. A lot of people not be able to grasp what I mean. When people they talk about corruption, then at the monetary side of corruption, then they look at. Me not only they look at the monetary side, I'm looking at the human effect side as well. Take, for example, you get a nurse, na a peripheral health unit, na a particular village or town, where they supply, say, 500 tablets of anti-malarial medicine for the give to people in the village.
Yeah.
Say, take that medicine, it go sell and probably not even reach 20 million. But don't forget about the cost. Now, small money, 20 million. But when you deprive people and for take that anti-malarial, then sick, then die. It is a petty corruption because the money is small, but the death where it results to, not petty. So when I be bringing out the slogan, say there is nothing petty about petty corruption, that was exactly what I mean. But I also engage in what I call flies and tigers approach.
Okay.
It doesn't matter whether you are big, you're small. If you do something bad, we'll go for you.
Okay.
I mean, we look at many cases that where investigate under me tenure, Slaffa, and all the other big cases that they. But I am a systems and processes person. My expertise is in anti-corruption. So when I did deal with the scourge of corruption, you not only they look at the side where they say, now deterrence, usually where it amounts to arresting, prosecuting and locking up people. But also you look at the prevention aspect of it. And this is where systems and processes do come in. I mean, you go rather you put in a system where go prevent 50 people from attempting to be corrupt than you left arm, you put watchman with a watch, where probably 100 people will come because
So the preventive measures?
The preventive
Nine
measures.
first.
9 come first. There are many.
All right.
So one of them was the pay no bribe campaign. It was innovative. President Kurma called me one day in our State House and said, look, we get to make sure, say, we improve in we anti-corruption perception. What are the ideas? That in Amici Joseph Kama already don't put together a framework for the pay no bribe campaign. I come in as chairman, I take up the proposal and I put her forward. Thanks to DFID at the time, they provided me with funding. So we gave for create the pay no bribe platform where we target key service delivery areas. like energy, water, education, health, and the police force.
Okay.
So these are areas where, based on the public perception survey on corruption in 2011 to 2015, it shows that the area are responsible for, Sierra Leone scoring very poorly in corruption matters. So we try to handle them.
All right.
So we created an online-based tool where if somebody it was non-prosecutorial, and that was another thing. We not be the doing for prosecute people, or we the doing for able to get serious data we will use as a pointer for deal with corruption in a smart way.
Okay.
So basically, if you go na cottage, for example, you go na a particular department and you experience corruption there, you can go na the app where we create, you press the app. We do them in such a way that you will press the app. If na health, you press health. We ask you which region. You say Western area. You press Western area. Is it rural or urban? You press urban.
Some of them things and the way left still they happen?
I understand, say, the pay no bribe is no longer in progress. But
why?
I don't know why.
All right.
But one of the key things I want to point out is how the pay no bribe campaign be helpful for target. There was a particular time where every month we download the data, we analyze and we see who side people and corrupt them, report corruption more.
All right.
For example, there was one time where they report there was a high incidence of corruption in a particular ward, na Cottage Hospital. So what we do was we advised the Ministry of Health for change the matron, for see how things they go. So they changed the matron. We also analyzed the data for the next 2 months. The data shows say report on corrupt practices in that particular ward they reduced drastically.
Because when I changed that person.
We changed that person.
Okay.
So it was a smart way of targeting corruption.
Now, quickly, you take 2 years, you say, in anti-corruption, am I right?
2 years, yes.
And how we accommodate in? Sack you, resign, how it happen?
So basically, I will take you back to the Anti-Corruption Act of 2008, where it basically tell you how you appoint, how you sack anti-corruption commissioner. So the act basically tell you, say, you can sack an anti-corruption commissioner where it don't, misconduct himself. But the way we can do them, you can ask them for go on leave and initiate a tribunal, just like the Leone or Pierre's tribunal.
Yeah.
And the chairman for be at least a court of appeal judge and two other people.
Okay.
And therefore investigate them. If they come to the conclusion, say, it don't misconduct himself, and then they recommend for remove him, you therefore send this recommendation at Parliament for 2/3 majority vote. At the time, they not be don't pull the APC parliamentarians in a parliament yet.
Okay.
So the SLPP government not be able to muster 2/3 majority. So I was asked to leave my office by a mere letter. I mean...
Now the procedure done as a legal person?
Oh no, it's...
So why not challenge that?
Sometimes you get a look at the plane at the judiciary.
Okay.
And I not be get confident enough for say, I will get the justice where I require.
As a legal person?
As a legal person.
Okay.
And I have to be very honest about it. And I'm not be one for legitimize and illegitimacy, because when you challenge that at the Supreme Court and the Supreme Court tell you, say, no, he's right to remove you in that matter, automatically don't bad law.
Just bring me to the question as a legal person. What do you think about the judiciary? A lot of people they complain about people know they get justice, and what do you take? You're a legal person.
My take is that the judiciary is very much challenged.
What's that I mean?
Very much challenged in the sense that we've all experienced injustice in the court.
Okay.
I don't represent people the way probably don't get convicted where they're not supposed for be convicted. People that we don't lost case, we're not supposed for lost case. And make no mistake about it.
Okay.
We all, as officers of the courts, they seek for improve the services and for improved justice. But I will be very dishonest for say there aren't challenges of corruption within the judiciary, which I hope say the current Chief Justice will work towards. The jury is still out.
Okay. Okay, and then they just do, I mean, we talk about the judiciary, we also see who say you represent Samoa Kamara at some point in time. We soon are going to the United States for that chance with stuff. What are the updates, quickly?
As you know, almost more than a year ago, I don't do my closing submission in the case, because that is the last thing where you do. You do your closing submission where you bring the totality of the evidence, where the prosecution don't bring forth to the court and say, look, case not there for my client. I already don't do them. It's more than a year and we are still waiting on that. And I believe justice delayed is justice denied.
Oh. So which means there's a problem in the judiciary?
Oh, there is a serious problem. And when you look at the 1991 Constitution, it tells you the judiciary judges that get 3 months for deliver judgments. And
now we go over that.
Well over that. And it's a serious problem. I think this is one area where me become president. Now something where I go hold dearly and for make sure, say, when you look at developed countries, one of the markers of any developed country, now the rule of law, the prevalence of the rule of law.
Yeah.
Once there is rule of law, people have the necessary comfort for bringing the money and invest in the country on the basis that if I get dispute with government for a licensee or a business partner, I get confidence enough in the judiciary for let them protect me property right.
All right.
But I am not, definitely that one, not there at the moment. So it's a problem.
So that's a big problem.
It's a big problem.
So let's go back to maybe one of the main issues. What's in kind of in mind for go see one be president? Because I remember at some point in time, I know in that last convention where APC been outside, you be also go stand and a lot of people they expect say they forgive that position, but all of a sudden, waiting up, we've seen on social media, they say gameplay, I mean, and then the government can talk about the party, but I mean, waiting just strike the mind from that position first away be once and look say now, I want to be president of Sierra Leone. So
I wanted to serve the party at the time for win the 2023 election, because I believe, say, me and Apostle will get the necessary skills for bring improvement at the secretariat, and that one day go get effect in terms of effectiveness and preparedness of the party. But God be say, me a firm believer in the Holy Quran and in God. So I believe saying God in term not be reach it. But notwithstanding that, I still come out and work hard as if I was Secretary General, and I ended up being the campaign manager for the 2023 elections in the Western area. So it doesn't matter. Like I say in my opening, leadership is not about the title. It's about service, and I'm always of service to my party and the country.
How many of you are they team up inside APC?
Quite a number of us, they team up in the APC.
10, 15, 20?
People I imagine every day. Yes.
All right. I mean, I've been asking one question earlier on, we'll start. Why maybe we not get somebody who wanna go? I mean, go with now the flow so that everybody go there behind them, because a lot of people go see APC lost the last elections because not so older than we want for the flag bearer, then put, well, that's what you see on social media and various people who don't talk with. Now, then for be leftly, I mean, well, no, what's happened at the APC convention. What do you think about that?
I believe, say, the grassroots members of our party, when are the owners of the party, get the right for make informed choices about who for lead them. And if you just present one person, I don't think that is the process of making an informed choice.
You think they make APC loss?
No, I'm not talk about that. Me want to talk about going forward. So I believe, say, having this number of people, some people might say a bad, but at this point, we are at least 3 years away from the next presidential election. It's about people. It's about giving people, a number of candidates for put them under the microscope. See their character, their integrity level, their vision for the party and the country, and then make an informed decision based on that. So we may not say anything bad in that, in having a number of candidates come. As we get towards the convention, I believe, say, the number will reduce, people will start for, say, a clear path as to whether the people that win at the front runners.
As somebody with a team up for big flag bearer, I mean, whether I like it or not, there's a lot of problem within the APC about Samora Kaba, about recently a telephone conversation between the former president and somebody with the area about, I mean, lower level election side, F15 than the B. how we think so and agree to solve Dandy for meet up in a convention come the time?
So, and this is where I come in. For making you for move the APC to the next level, where they put them in a state where they're going for win 2028 election. You need a leader who get a vision and direction. And I would tell you, say, me could provide the APC a clear, bold, and forward-thinking vision and leadership. We go address the issues of today and prepare for address the unknown of tomorrow. So me, not that kind of person there. I will provide the vision and clear direction for that.
You get the finance?
Basically, of course, you need the finance for do campaigning in terms of logistics and all of that. And the finances are coming. I don't put in my own money, and I also get well-wishers where they come in and they help me out in financing my campaign.
All right.
So I'm doing that.
Okay.
And also, why me? You need somebody who gets dedication and a track record of service to the party. And that is me.
Okay.
From 2018 to now, I don't be of service to the party in several ways. I mean, the shared goals and values of the party that you hold very dearly. So which is why, starting from being a member of the 21-man committee, we work with PPRC for get the 2022 party constitution to engaging as an election officer for we lower level elections. From we elections, we bring in a delegate the way voting the 2022 party constitution.
Okay.
Whether not from Kamranka, na me conduct the elections, and Kamranka, na me conduct the elections, and Tayama, na me conduct the election at 1, 2, 3, 108 and 106. So I've been of service to the party.
All right.
When NRM, Minkai Lukoma, Arash, then bring come a case against the party, I was one of the lawyers, myself, Afrik, Wara, and many others, but Namibi late, we defend the party. Even when we see, say, court case no go anywhere, me na one party lawyer them, me, Africanos, and Wara Say Kamal, we represent the party in the negotiations in NRM for reach an amicable conclusion. We lead Minkai Lukoma and others for withdraw the case with them bring against the party in a court.
Okay.
And I have served in various capacities. I don't put in me finances in making sure that the party stand in a good stead for win election and be functional.
All right.
So me and one person way don't dedicate myself and my service to the party.
Okay.
And in addition to that, you need a strategic thinker for being a leader of the party in this country, and I'm a strategic
So
thinker.
one question before we can get people in comments. Which difference, brother, you go make way, you already do inside the APC, you never make that difference there, pass you be president before you make that difference, and there are other people and still in at the party, and sometimes them political parties here, then gets their own, whether it's a conclave, whether it's whatever way people want to call and say, now the party and then go make decision and then go say, now this thing wants. How you make that difference way? You already inside the APC, you know, you will make them pass you be president.
In terms of, okay, so I do not hold, like I say, now leadership of any country, any organization or business, they shape the direction.
Yeah.
Me able for advice and influence. I do not hold any position in the party. But like I said, leadership is not about the position, it's about your service. And I don't prove time and again that I'm a leader.
Okay.
But in terms of shaping the policies of the party, you have to be a leader. You can influence from outside, but whether or not it gets an effect is another thing. But when you are a leader in the party, then you get a very huge chance for bring the party to which you feel say a progressive and forward-looking position.
Why do you think, say, people inside the APC want to put you as a flag bearer? What do you think, say, then would think, this make would they put Ady?
Bold leadership, strategic leadership, clear vision and direction. I have shown that.
All right.
In the past, when you look at the gamut of
People?
flag bearers we don't come up. I have been in this studio. I have been in SLBC, 98, and many other media.
The advantage they were used over there?
No, not to that one.
You've been bold or speak out?
So basically, I have a track record of showing that I have what it takes for move the party forward. 1, boldness. 2, strategic thinking. 3, the ability for bring people together.
All right.
I want to see, me don't come here and say, this is what I've done, to show that, in fact, I have served the party. And I wait for other people to come and say, this is what I've done. You know, we get a government, we don't prove, say, they're not afraid for thief elections. They've done it broad daylight in 2023, without doubt. Even the international community come out and say the results not mathematically possible. And I was the one that supervised the APC team will be the national.
So I want to challenge on the courts as people be they say, you know, a legal person. Bring evidences and say, now this will say, then do wrong. Whilst a lot of people don't say, if you see someone get problem with the case, when I go to court, it goes back to you not trusting the judiciary. So
basically, the party take a political decision of not going to court on the basis that they don't trust the judiciary.
So then we just left that case.
So let me give you this.
Okay.
When the commissions of inquiry started, we filed in the Supreme Court challenging the legality, the functional competence of the commissions of inquiry, because we believe, say, they lack in rules of evidence and procedure. That case, they take it in our Supreme Court. They're not hearing it.
And the CRI is still going?
The CRI is still going.
And you have still go there back for go defend people?
Of course, I have to, because they've dragged my clients there.
All right.
Secondly, the government refused for make ECSL publish the voter register. Me, Afrik, and some other lawyers, them come back, file a court for force the ECSL for publish the result, and that case they no ever see courtroom. So there are quite a lot of cases where make the APC reach the conclusion, say, we will be wasting our time for going a judicial who we believe, say, no go give you the justice where we want. I mean, APC takes...
But we are people in APC that talk about electoral justice. How are we connected to discuss so? And what's electoral justice to you overstanding? And are you able to give people confidence now, you as a senior person, somebody wants to for the flag bearer of the APC for say, electoral justice go happen, and then go happen low left arm and move forward?
So basically, I don't want to get into the argument of electoral justice, no electoral justice, but let me just say this. Electoral justice is a concept we mean quite a lot of things.
Okay.
One, when you get an electoral body, we read out elections, we not reflect the will of the people as it happened in 2023. You seeking to have that wrong right is electoral justice.
Okay.
But it goes beyond that. Electoral justice also refer to incidences of violence against people. Not forget, there was an SLPP orchestrated violence, more so in the stronghold of the SLPP, in Bo, in Pujao, in Kailaon, with the burn party offices, burn the homes of our supporters, basically expel them, come out na the various districts with every day. Inside Pretoria, twice in 10 days, we get the Sierra Leone police force and the military go to party office, shoot and kill people then day. These are all election-related incidences. So when they talk about electoral justice, these people also want justice.
Okay.
Matron, today we're not able to account for Udagode shooter and killer in cold blood inside party office. White boy, today we not get Udagode and shoot and kill him. Madam Cecilia, we be host the party, na young private host nabo. Them bonios. We not able to forget justice, and we see videos of people doing it. So all these are the issues where we talk about electoral justice.
Okay.
They are needed.
All right.
Someday, somehow, people will become accountable for what they did.
Okay, again, the next question we'll go ask you, let's get for about peace and national cohesion. Some people know if you say maybe if people like you can have power, maybe revenge. But again, Fumble, you listen to AYV Radio, 101.7 FM, AYV TV, channel 34 for today. And at the same time, we're also on various social media platforms out there, on Facebook, on Twitter, on wherever you're able to get to it. I'll read a few messages on a live show. Ibrahim Suarez says, oh, Ady Macauley. Ezekiel Sam King says, in the past regime of the APC in which you as well serve as an ACC boss, Sierra Leone was ranked the most corrupt country. How would you argue against the citizens' claim that you yourself aid and abet corruption, making it a more lucrative business from which you equally built wealth, while ordinary Sierra Leoneans were left to wallow in abject poverty and miserable living conditions? Mohamed Kamara say the ANI, when AN idea, corruption crusader, the next president of Sierra Leone, Ady Macauley. Kamara Jibril, the next president of Sierra Leone, come 2028. Sise Ibrahim Kabele says, oh, Saloon, if the lawyer and the lawmaker are crying for justice, what about the ordinary citizen? Yankee Bendu says that shows that the government is a mess. Amadou Ba says, what's this man done for Sierra Leone? What's he writing? I read. Dauda Musa Bangba says, keep it up, our next president. Fatima Basir says, leadership is not about the title, it's about service. Future President Ady. Stephen Nyale says, Jagaban is currently leading the race and visible on the ground, hope he is selected. Gent Patrick Suarez say, keep it up, we're red and ready. Ramadan Bawi say, a man with integrity. Aloman Contest say, oh, Saloon, God save we. Sister Ibrahim Kabele said, these guys are fighting for their own interest, not the interest of our nation. Yankee says, how do you know? Well, you ask a question, I know with that question. Jacqueline Mariam Malik say, as the next president of our beloved country, you deserve the leadership mantle. May Allah continue to celebrate you, my leader. Aloman say, if you come, save Saloon, please. Cherry Barry say, if not them people we are Saloon Habo Panwell, we're sorry. James Bana Kagbo says, Ady Macauley is very competent to lead. He possesses all the qualities of good leadership, not only in politics, but his professional life. Okay, we get a little bit of disturbance right here. Let's see if we can get the message here back, okay? James says, okay. We get a lot of messages. Okay, you can respond to them few, Andy.
Yes, there is this, the first message talk about, say, under the APC, Sierra Leone was
ranked
one of the most corrupt countries in the world.
Yeah.
And I just want to set the record straight.
Okay.
You know, sometimes it's easy to make accusations, but you do not have the data or the evidence to prove it. When former President Koma in 2007 take up office, Sierra Leone had a score of 21% and rank 150 out of 186 countries on the Transparency International and Corruption Perception Index. By the time when President Koma left office in 2017, Sierra Leone scored 31 points. So it means, say, in 10 years, President Koma and in government improve the scores of Sierra Leone at the TI index by 10 points. And between 2007 to 2018, Sierra Leone improved by 27 places. Don't forget, say, where President Koma take over office, Sierra Leone was ranked 150. By the time he left office, Sierra Leone was ranked 123.
Almost in ranking now.
So at the moment, the ranking is 114.
Okay.
But what's important is that now the score you look at.
Okay.
The score na 33. Don't forget, say, President Koma midterm 21, he is at 31, 10 points. This government under in 7 years, the best scores na 35, na the best scores, but currently na 33.
Okay.
But don't forget about the ranking. The ranking, you can get the same score, but your ranking, they go up and down.
Okay.
Depending on whether other countries, they do worse or don't do well. So me not but look the ranking more like the scores. It's like you ask you begin, almost you say I can fifth, or I can fourth. Which are you score? You percentage, you get 49%.
So not to pass.
Not to pass.
So what about Benion? You know, pass?
So basically, it's 100 score. Okay. So you have 35. you reach that conclusion there. But I want to tell you, say, if we did do slightly well today, now because of the foundation with the BU government meet.
Okay.
But go out there today, the allegations of corruption at the highest level, you get the OCCRP investigating body in the Netherlands, we just don't come out and accuse the First Lady and the family of accumulating a lot of wealth in the Gambia, amassing, you know, a portfolio of houses. So you ask yourself the question, it began OCR, in family began OCR before he take office 2018.
So the ACC for investigator?
Well, I believe said the ACC should be concerned with these allegations and initiate an investigation on unexplained wealth.
People like, you know, raise red flags, say ACC, the issues there, that's in the one need for looking to.
Francis Ben Kaifala is a very intelligent man. In fact, he's the most dangerously educated Sierra Leonean.
Well,
so I don't believe
dangerous by education, then that's the problem.
I don't believe. But again, beyond the First Lady, Sierra Leone don't really deteriorate in accountability and transparency. Under President Koma, Lara Taylor Pierce, as you say, brought out all sorts of audit reports. President Koma embraced the audit report then day and used them for shape in government.
Okay.
Waiting President Bio do when Lara come out say, he find out say one of the receipt them way from the presidential entourage will go leave and submit for a hotel. Now fake receipts. What did they do to her? They send her on leave. Bring up some made up politically motivated inquiry. Go to parliament, get some kind dodgy 2/3 majority.
Including the political party we did.
No, so
the APC.
So make I give you this.
Yeah.
When you look at the section, we talk about 2/3 majority of members of parliament. And not talk about 2/3 majority of members of parliament present.
Okay.
It means say even if all the APC MP they are absent, you still able for muster 2/3 majority where this government not get the capacity for. Even when you put all the paramount chief then together, you still get 2 votes where you need from the APC for get 2/3 majority for remove Lara Taylor.
But we say people from the APC say vote in favor of that.
We don't get evidence on that yet.
There were audios all around, and
this is what we've heard.
You know, yeah.
Me and a lawyer are basically, you know, they
play low.
They work on evidence. You know, if there is convincing evidence, say this was what happened, then it will be very disappointing for me because I believe say me party and a party will team up for justice because we've been victims of injustice in the past 7 years.
All right. Okay, we'll go read the last set of text here, then we come there, we'll try to wrap it up. Families and hot seats, we get Ady Macauley right here. It is for B Flagbearer of the APC. Of course, a lot of people know Ady. Isa Koroma say he will never be selected. Yankee Bundu say it's not their... Is it not their given right as a citizen to vie for any position in the country? Stephen Yale say, please ask the man about his views on the sacking of the VP. Is he going to sack his VP if selected and win? Harun Olu Zubair will say, thank you, Ady. Frederick Bilal Mansabe say, good evening, AY Visa. Many people in the country are watching your work and wants to know more. Please, can you tell us what you have done to help the people and improve the country? Have you supported young people, help communities, or made things better for schools and hospitals? We would like to hear about your achievements and how they have made life easier for the citizens. This will help us understand your role and good work you're doing for the country. Thank you, sir. Pius Fore say the worst commissioner on planet Earth. Mohamed Kamara say, well done to our next president of Sierra Leone, Ady Macauley. What do you say about him?
Well, with Pius Fore, I'm not surprised he gets the particular view there.
You need to take criticism?
No, I do take criticism. I'm not. That's why I said I'm not surprised with his views. I mean, in my opening, I said coming into politics, you know, for expect niceties from people, your tolerance level get for be very, very, very high. and you forget a very thick skin, and that is something which I've developed over the years.
Okay.
But you ask a very critical question: how do I intend to unite the country?
Yeah.
One thing where politicians in Sierra Leone no learn is that one thing history don't teach we is that the politicians they not ever learn from history. But I am going to.
You don't learn from that?
I don't learn from that one.
Okay.
Which I don't learn
Which
from.
you learn?
So this is it. In the past 7 years, we don't get a government we come with an agenda of bringing the country together, but which they don't deliver na disunity, divisiveness. We get a whole chief minister, former chief minister, we call himself a professor of peace. Me go call her a professor of conflict because every word we come on and much we deny na government. Now what do we divide the country, divide people, demean people, and make president being government look very, 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 very bad.
So you.
And one thing I don't learn from President Bio in tenure, because he has totally failed us. And the reason is this: he came and focused on the opposition to the point where he lost the direction where he say he get. In order for deliver on many things, electricity. Just today we get a press release where they don't sack the whole of EDSA, the management. This is an admission that they've not done anything for improve. When President Kumar took office in 2007, electricity generation was below 20 megawatts.
Okay.
When he left office, it was about 105 megawatts. In 2007, right, you get electricity penetration at the country, that is people that will get access to electricity, at 13%. When President Kumadi left in 2018, it don't increase to 26%, which is about 16 percentage points. In 7 years, President Biodo only for improved that only by 3%. But again, let me come back. So, like I say, President Bioso lost focus that he engaged in divisive politics. Commissions of inquiry. For example, when I shall have become president of Sierra Leone, I don't go institute commissions of inquiry.
Why?
It's a waste of government
Is there not
funds.
accountability?
Well, we have accountability institutions already.
You mean the ACC?
Oh, yeah, of the ACC, the Attorney General's office, the police, and all these other gamut.
So which means they not do the work, because if they do the work, we don't need the commission of inquiry.
Waiting.
If the ACC and the AG them been do their work in
what-
holding people accountable for what they do.
So when I was at the ACC, I held people accountable for what they do. There is always room for improvement. So instead of spending above 50 billion news on the Commission of Inquiry, I don't win 6 or 7 of them Commission of Inquiry cases in a court of appeal, where they don't look say, but that money where you say, so minister be thief. Look at the donor Bank of Sierra Leone, for example, the Ministry of Trade. There was a 10 billion where they say the thief and all that. The money be in a Bank of Saloon. And that money they, now in this present government use as the seed money for free quality education. So it means say for Commission of Inquiry, for spend all this time for investigators is a complete waste of money. That 50 billion day for not improve the capacity of the Anti-Corruption Commission, for not improve the capacity of Audit Service Commission, where they for able to undertake the role where the commissions of inquiry. So what you mean they think about is sustainability. Waiting at the sustainability where the commissions of inquiry come in. After the commissions of inquiry close, we can a court of appeal. When we go back for getting records of the commissions of inquiry, some of the case there, the records they don't lose. The records they don't lose. So there is no sustainability. But let's just end this. So what we don't learn from President Bio in government is that no focus on your opponent. What we go do is that I no go politicize governance. If I need for hold the leader of the SLPP and for go commission a project, even for give the scissors for cut the ribbon, I go do them. If that one he go bring national accessibility for that particular project there. I mean, I am a man of peace.
I'm sure sometimes politicians is a bit talk, we don't get the power, we get the power, just no, it's different.
I don't demonstrate say me a man of peace. I don't get any track record of. When I was at the ACC, me a person way encourage every tribe, every body way come on any region, religion, whatever it is. I have a very good track record of that.
I think I don't get for end the program for today. Hopefully, with the hopes that when they give the flag bearer, you will come again on the seats, then we will talk to you. But few before we wrap it up, interesting, say, documents and the laws in this country, especially sensitive documents will give to the Commission of Inquiry. But anyway, Mohamed Kamara said, well done, our next president of Sierra Leone, lawyer Ady Macauley. Fatima Banya said, our next president 2028. Tunde Scott say, lawyer Ady is exactly what we need right now to deliver State House come next election. Barry Mohammed say, Honorable Cherikoko is the right man to lead the APC come 2028. General Patrick Suarez say, well impressed about your statement. You're indeed a good leader and you have 80% of the skills. General Patrick say, Ady, you're right. The truth is that the government has failed Sierra Leoneans. Sam Okiwa say, great analysis. Mara Fayamba say, let him answer the very important question. Will he sack his vice president? Secondly, he was head of ACC under his watch. The most corrupt practices occurred. This is justified by the COI that runs into trillions of leons. How many cases did he win? Orlando Hardin said, this is shameful, my brother. President Chroma power generation you're talking about was not sustainable. It was all shambolic and whitewash. Stephen Yale said the man no answer the sacking question. Oh, he said Ibrahim Kabele, oh, Salon. Where are we heading? John Fallen Gegba say it's time for the opposition to start taking action. Nancy Basir say you spoke wonderfully, very impressed. Omar Fuad Bayo say thanks for the program. Well, I'm afraid we don't run out of time, but you will get the repeats on Saturday. But you can go on the Facebook page. You can still comment on the page there. Yes, sir, you respond and say goodbye.
So basically, there are quite a lot of questions here.
Somebody asked about the vice president. Well, you not be president, so I don't know. You say if you go sack your vice president.
So basically, I will follow the rule of law. That is what I will say.
Okay.
But I don't see myself, you know, what I am thinking to put together is an APC that is united, an APC that will bring unity to this country, an APC that will bring development. For me, that is my focus.
All right.
Yes, not about all the name callings and all of that.
That's all. All right. Finally, Gonta Abi Darami say, wish you the best, Ady Macauley. You're a very fearless man. You message to fans, friends, party supporters, and say goodbye.
So basically, this is what I have to say to Sierra Leoneans, more so members of the All People's Congress. As we don't start, we process for enter into the lower level elections. I will bring Unam a message of peace. Be very calm, not use divisive language, not use abusive language. Be very respectful. Engage in constructive debates, in constructive analysis. And above all, make we not follow money. Make we follow and vote for that person we believe say go bring a change to the party where we go lead we to victory. But above all, that person we go unite Sierra Leone. That person we go bring development Sierra Leone, where Sierra Leone will shine again once more. And I believe say that person in me. And I go and treat them for support and vote for me for being the next flag bearer and president of this country.
All right, Famble, thank you. That now Ady Macauley, a lawyer and a politician, would say I'm playing thank you, and also the vie for be flag bearer of the APC. Well, we wish them all the best. We wish them a peaceful elections. This is a hot seat and now a live show. If you miss part of it, a repeat will come on Saturday. Till then, once again, playing thank to all the guys who make this program meet you, the guys that way organize the camera, the guys that way they're on the machine, and the executive producer, Anthony Navo Jr. Till then, me and Mama Jalo, you're still DJ Bass. Have a good time. God bless you and bye-bye.